I'd like to first acknowledge Mr. Asakawa, Minister Indrawati, and Deputy Secretary General Mohammed for your leadership and for championing a vision for how the net zero transition can unlock economic and climate prosperity across Southeast Asia and around our world. Before my time here at the U.S. Department of Energy as Deputy Secretary, I spent several years at the International Energy Agency. One of the projects I found most illuminating while working there was something called the Tracking Clean Energy Progress Report. Each year, the IEA examines the state of various clean energy technologies to see how much of an impact each is having on the shared objectives laid out in the Paris Agreement. Today, this project involves 55 key technologies and sectors, from energy efficiency and smart grids to sustainable aviation and carbon capture. And as of the latest analysis, just 2 of the 55, EVs and lighting, are fully on track. While most others are showing some positive trends, fully a third of the 55 are either not making progress or even moving in the wrong direction. So while more and more of our world is being covered by net zero goals over the long term, by governments, by the private sector, and by organizations, we all need to urgently make progress now in the real world. We need to scale deployment-ready technologies at an accelerated clip. And secondly, we need to fast-track next-generation solutions through the innovation pipeline. The United States is trying to do our part and working in full partnership with all of you. President Biden's climate and clean energy agenda includes an unprecedented focus on accelerating commercialization for the most promising technologies. For example, we've put more than $21 billion behind demonstration projects for advanced nuclear, for clean hydrogen, carbon capture, and much more. These will help us break down technological barriers and attract the follow-on investment needed for widespread deployment. We've also charged forward with our Energy Earthshots initiative, which is rallying DOE's research and development community to slash costs for key technologies within a decade. So far, we've announced ambitious targets for clean hydrogen, long-duration energy storage, carbon dioxide removal, floating offshore wind, enhanced geothermal, and industrial heat. And we're partnering with the private sector to further accelerate these technologies to commercial liftoff. Put together, these efforts will get next-generation solutions to the price point we need to speed deployment and decarbonization, not just in the United States, but around our world. And we're eager to work in full partnership with all of you to advance our shared interests. For instance, through our Net Zero World initiative, we're strategizing and working with partner nations on tailored decarbonization plans, as well as the strategies to finance those plans. Indonesia was one of our founding country partners. Since then, Indonesia has secured a just energy transition partnership that's mobilizing $20 billion in public and private financing. Such efforts will be key for Indonesia to achieve its goals, including to peak power sector emissions by 2030 and reach a net zero power sector by 2050, all while improving affordability for Indonesians across your country and improving Indonesian energy security. That's the kind of bold, real-world progress we need, and the kind of progress we want to help every partner nation achieve in furtherance of your own goals. It's going to take all of us, government, finance institutions, academia, and industry, to turn our net zero ambitions into real-world action that betters the lives of your citizens. Thank you again for giving me the chance to speak with you all. Thank you for all your partnership. And thank you most importantly for all that you're doing in your own countries and organizations and to the betterment of our shared broader world. Thank you.